Hola! Today we are going to learn about the verb gustar. We will look at how we use the verb gustar to say what we like and how we use the verb gustar to say what we like to do. We're going to take a look at the verb gustar. Gustar means to like. I'm going to use a highlighter to help my notes stand out and help me organize the most important information. Now, when I'm using the verb gustar, I can either talk about things that I like, which are nouns. I can also use the verb gustar to talk about things that I like to do. And that's going to be verbs. Remember, a noun is a person, place, or thing, and a verb is an action word. Now, when I'm talking about things that I like, I could write about singular things that I like. When I'm doing that, I'm going to use gusta. For example, me gusta el chocolate. Here, I'm not going to translate that from Spanish to English because it's close in the word in Spanish is pretty much the same as it is in English. That's called a cognate. Chocolate, chocolate. It's spelled the same, it sounds almost the same, and so I'm not going to translate. Whenever I write my notes, I want to use as little English as I can get away with to help me start thinking in Spanish as much as possible. I can also talk about plural things that I like. When I do that, I'm going to use gustan. I'm going to underline that N to help me remember that that's the part that's different. For example, I could say, me gustan las galletas. Remember, we have las because it's plural, right? Instead of la. If it was just one, it'd be la galleta. I like the cookies. And again, I underlined all those places where it shows plural, more than one. Here, I translated it to English because galletas and cookies are not cognates. They're not close at all. When I'm using the verb gustar, I have to say who likes whatever. So I'm going to use this part at the beginning. I'm either going to say me, which means I, or I could say te, which means you, like te gusta, well, not te gustar, te gusta. Le, which would be for he, or if I wanted to say she likes it, or it, like the cat likes something, or usted. That's our you formal. Or I could say nos, which means we. In Spain, they would use os for the vosotros form, but remember, we don't really pay attention to that a whole lot because you can get along just fine without it. Les is what we're going to use to say they or y'all. Okay, that's going to go right in the beginning. Oops, before I use gusta. Now, if I want to say I don't like something, I'm just going to add a no in front of that. For example, no me gustan las galletas. I don't like the cookies. maybe something's wrong with them. Then let's look at how we use the verb gustar to talk about things we like to do. So quick review. I can use gustar to talk about things that I like, and when I do that, I can either say gusta if it's a singular thing or gustan if it's a plural thing. Me gusta el chocolate. Me gustan las galletas. But when I'm talking about things that I like to do, I'm going to do things a little bit differently. First, I'm going to need this beginning part to say who likes whatever is being liked. It could be me, or te, or le, or nos, or les. Add gusta. And add an infinitive verb. Dun dun dun. My grammar is going right there. So when I do that, I have me, te, le, nos, or les, plus gusta, plus my infinitive verb. You can make your notes cute to make them more interesting to you, as long as it's not distracting you from actually what you're supposed to be learning. Your notes are supposed to be your tool to help you learn. So let's look at what the heck I mean by this formula to say what we like to do. For example, if you've paid attention in my class, you'll notice that I really like to sing. So I could say, me gusta cantar. Me means I. Gusta is how I'm going to say like. And cantar means to sing. I'm going to underline the AR part because that AR ending is what tells me that the verb is infinitive. Cantar means to sing. But who's doing the singing? Well, that's not how we're using the verb here. If I changed it to say I sing, then it wouldn't make sense. It would say I like I sing. Now later on we'll see more examples of this and it will make more sense. But for now, just stay with me. Let's look at how I could use this formula to ask a question. Do you like to sing? I'm going to start out with my question mark. Te, because te means you. Gusta cantar. And that would be, do you like to sing? I could substitute any verb in this situation. I could say, te gusta bailar? Do you like to dance? I could say, nos gusta leer? We like to read. The important thing is that I'm using a verb in the infinitive form. When you're talking about things you like to do, you are only ever going to use gusta. You will not use gustan. Because you're trying to say, I like it. Whatever this thing is, you like it. You like doing it. You're not going to use gustan because that would express I like them.